Right, mic check. It looks like we've got a signal. A pre-stream. I've done about 2 or 3. I've deleted them thus far. One's still up, the Katy Perry cringe one. I'm not sure if I may go in to do all the visual stuff and the breakdown with what I've already got set up with the other stream. So I might do it in this stream, or as I said, we'll cut stream and then we'll go to, you know, the one that's got it set up with the thumbnail and stuff like that. But we will quickly look at the news. See the cringy Masonic media, and also knowing excuse me, something going on in the background here, but yeah, and then also knowing how cringe it is to coexist in the midst of all the Zombieland variants, along with, you know, again, what is going on out here. So again, I've set up, I've done 3 mini live streams already, deleted 2 or 3 of them. We're gonna watch videos, we've got a breakdown visual video, but nobody's staying the course, so that's why I cut the stream and I'm back again. I've set up another stream already for the Katy Perry, but nobody's about. You just can't get anybody. So we'll quickly look at the news anyway. We'll have a quick look, see what they got for us today. We may do a quick live decode with what they got in the news. I just saw something and I said, all right, they might have something with that. So we'll see what they got for us. I have got it set up on another tab, so just bear with me here. You know what? I'm not sure if you can hear that in the background. You got the grass cutters out. Alright, let's quickly look at this. Again, I'm not on the StreamYard tab, so I'm just looking at the news. Again, this stream might turn into the full decode. Again, we've got videos to watch, but because nobody hangs around, it makes it difficult. So, I mean, I will just push forward regardless soon, but it would be nice to, you know what I mean? There's people there, you know? But I don't want to get too deflated when I'm just ready to go and it's like, okay, is anybody, like, there's a whole world. Like, what the fuck? There's people subscribed to the channel, like, okay. So anyway, they've got ET's phone homes, the big story here. This is the top story in the Sun at the minute. If you go to the Sun UK edition, you know, you got the tab, you can change it to the USA edition, UK, but anyway, UK edition, yeah? At the top, you've got ET phones home, best ever sign of alien life found, as scientists say they are 99.7% sure and believe. Remember the word lies in that word there. I'll be, you know, be cautious now when you believe stuff now. That's why it's better to be in the know, yeah? Because once you know, there's no more believing. That's why we loved the KNOW and then knowledge. You've got the same first few letters there. Then, of course, once you're in the know, you believe no more. NO. So again, KNOW and NO. That's why I love those words there, because it tells you right there. Again, believe has the word lie right in the middle. So be careful now. All right, let's pull this up with another tab. Let's see what they say. With them one another. Again, this is Thursday morning UK time. 22 minutes past 9. As I just looked at the time as well, it just turned to 22 minutes past. You know, me and 22, right? I mean, I just got a message for an appointment for the 22nd. Did I tell them to put that date? No. Even my phone number has 22 in it. I mean, come on. Anywho, it says the 99.7% sure and believe that this, you know, whatever part of the cosmos or whatever part of quadrant, you know, in the north sector quadrant of whatever system, you know, whatever type of solar system or whatever's going on. Of course, they got to give you the video with the bombshell discovery. Of course, they have to have the classic BS alien face there as well. You know, the classic one, right? The same one. If you put the Apple logo opposite each other, like a reflection, you'll see that it's actually an alien. But I don't believe with what they say when it comes to that. I've been here for a few decades now. You know, I'm into my fourth decade here. And, you know, I was all for it up until 10 years ago, 9 years ago. 10 years next year. Because it was 2016. That's when it. Well, actually, I was already turned off of aliens before 2016. I'd say maybe 2-3 years before that, so maybe around 2013, I was already like, you know what, that's the whole bag of bullshit. Yeah, they wouldn't care about borders and shaking hands with presidents and, you know, oh, we made a deal from, you know, I'm not gonna, you know what I mean, like we're never gonna show ourselves. Listen, if it was a real thing, listen, by now we would have had, you know, like they're showing you in the films, and have a fleet of them, the mothership, you know, they would have had another one in another place. They would have been everywhere, yeah? If it was really real. I'm not saying they ain't something or some whole next dimension stuff, and when you know, cross veils and whatever, but I mean, what they give us is bullshit. Absolute bullshit as far as I'm concerned. You know, all the UFO stuff, lights in the sky, bullshit. Absolute garbage. My God. So easy to just keep them bread and circus, football, presidency, lockdowns. You know, the circus continues, right? On to the next thing simultaneously, you know, with how many other things happening, you know, all the time, just to keep you, you know, as they, they overload your back and your mind with a whole bag of shit. While they have the carrot dangling in front, you know what I mean? Like the carrot's just dangling. You're never gonna get the carrot. while they lead you, while they lead you down these paths. It's fucking extraordinary, man. Absolutely extraordinary. And we can't get people dialed into the conversation. So as I say, they'll dial in to say Katy Perry's cringe, but really, you're cringe. You can harp on about how much money they've got. As I listen, man, you lot are so fucking cringe, man. 95% of you lot out there are cringe. All these content creators, for the most part, cringe. Always tucking in your tail. Never, you know what I mean? Cringe. Even the ones that I've got a tiny bit of get go, but then, we come across some other information. Oh, no, we're not going to use that information over here. We're not going to even remotely entertain it or put something on the community wall post or do a video and say, right, check those guys out or check out that community or check out that information. Again, I'm not on about this community or myself per se. I'm just in general, you know, with the real shit to really help break the minds, you know, and the shackles on the mind and that. Like, you lot are fucking cringe. Oh, you was protesting a whole bunch of stuff, alphabet stuff, racism, whatever it is, you know, all types of stuff, right? Climate change, racism, you know, lockdown. But you're still tucking in your tail. You're still buying up your Netflix. You're still like, you lot are cringe. Without you, none of what these satanic scumbags do is possible. So again, you'll have, as I was already pointed out in the little pre-video, if you watched the 10-minute video I just did or stream with Katy Perry kissing the ground, that's the thumbnail. You know, it's Katy Perry cringe, question mark. Like, you lot are cringe. What are you saying? Again, there's no true, you know, the actual law and order that's been erected. that can go against the grain of the fuckery and the satanic shenanigans going on. Really? Really? Again, how much preponderance of evidence for this thing, that thing, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, like, from A to Z and beyond the fucking alphabet? How much shit of fuckery? So how cringe is it that we can't, as I say, why can't I go and find right now the mental health abuse damages checks place so I can sign up and get my check? What are you saying? You lot are cringe. You lot are so cringe. As I say, we'll be on to the next thing, the next, NFL, hockey, golf, NASCAR, Formula One, whatever it is, the next fucking Central C, Drake, Kendrick, dumbass Lamar. you lot are cringe. Coachella, this thing, that thing, Andrew Tate. You lot are cringe. You lot are cringe. Like you wouldn't kiss the fucking floor, regardless of how much money you have or haven't got, if you went so fucking high up and you came down. I don't care if you're broke or a bazillionaire. What are you talking about? You lot are cringe. Listen, I am laying and kissing that floor. Oh my God, I'm back. It didn't malfunction. Again, I'm not saying whether it was real or not. We know they do a whole bag of bullshit. I mean, look at the frame. I mean, we've got videos to watch. But I don't want to start shit and there's nobody about. A bazillion people in the world and nobody can find a fucking stream and hang around. Fucking hell, man. Oh, of course, I'm just flapping gums and yapping easy and chatting shit. Like we ain't got, even if, a good amount of it is a broken record, but at the end of the day, what are you saying? There ain't not a new stuff trickling in overall, or like, what are you saying? Have you shared the fucking videos, the streams? Fucking hell, man. You're cringe. You know what I mean? Have you shared any? Have you what? Like what? Before you know it, there'll be another Southport. There'll be another Eliana Croydon. There'll be another fucking Kevin Campbell. Arsenal Mockeridge. He dies on the day of a life lesson of 29. Football 29. Kevin 29. Heart 29. I put out a video saying before they said what it was. I said, oh, it's probably going to be a heart situation. You lot are cringe. You don't fortify or even fucking band together how you're supposed to band together. You lot are cringe. Don't worry about Katy Perry kissing the floor. You lot are cringe. Oh my God. You lot are cringe. You're always hook, line, and sinker for whatever they give you. You never fucking look far beyond your fucking nose. Them times it's right under your nose. And the formula to break fucking free. They have no idea how to fucking communicate. Not even, for the most part. You lot are fucking cringe. Yo, you lot are the ones that allow fucking, your Lady Gagas with her satanic self. Like, who's doing the video filming? You're cringe. Who's listening to the music? You're cringe. Who's allowing it to propagate and do its thing? Who's allowing the concerts to go on? You're all cringe. You're scum. You're the ones that allow the chemtrails to still continue. You're cringe. From the pilot to those that allow them to fly in the plane, that allow to have the access. Those that are marching around, we shall overcome. Oh, Greta Thunberg, whether you're for or against. But you're still in that arena of climate change, but you still don't get the bigger picture. Lynmouth Town, motherfucker. Lynmouth Town, UK. Do you know what happened there in 1952? Fucking hell, man. And then why it's so relevant back with the work and the spell conditioning and the spell casting to keep you lot cringe. Casting spells to keep you lot cringe. And as I keep saying to you, you cunts are the ones that need to be in fucking isolation to keep your cringeness to your fucking self. Because what it does now, it multiplies. And then you make the other person dumb and docile and cringe and don't know what the fuck's going on. Doesn't matter if you're a content creator, not a content creator, whether you're somebody that leaves comments or not. Yeah? You're all being led astray. I'm not saying I know it all. I'm just saying, yeah? Weird. Cringe. Disney, cringe. There's people to this day, Stanley Kubrick, all the fucking scumbag, the MK Ultra scientists that originated, CIA, MK Ultra, how it was set up, who they brought from World War II, and then the Disney situation. That's what I'm saying, and that's been pointed out a million times. That's why on the ISS, International Space Station, when you see that big circle and the two circles, that's the silhouette for the Mickey Mouse symbol. Like they're telling you, it's all garbage. And then you're still gonna have your FTFE cringe, Simon Dan cringe, McLooney Toon cringe, Professor Dumbass Dave cringe, Zachary K. Hubbard certain aspects cringe. Let's quickly sidebar. Cunts one. Cuts, but we call him cunts with a K. Cringe. Oh, you're doing fake mantra. Oh, it's Hebrew. Oh. Cringe. Chaotic Truth and his panel one, the other one, Rotten Tomato. Cringe. Andrew Wilson. Cringe. Rim Job. Cringe. Yo. So what you saying? They can just get away with Disney shenanigans, CGI, and you lot buy it. And it was funny that Kim Kardashian wasn't at the thing, because I don't think it was an edited post. I think, was it a real, like she did something. What did she say? It was like on somebody's thumbnail. I've got it on a screenshot, but I'm not in my gallery right now because I'm not in that zone right now, to do breakdowns and looking at shit. And I'm not even on the StreamYard tab. I'm on the newspaper bit. Yeah, so I'm just gone into a zone now. I don't care who's there or not. Yeah, who cares? Be cringed by myself. Cringe. Fucking as if. Fucking hell. But yeah, she did like a post that said, oh, NASA's fake. And apparently the reason why she wasn't there, that she had some, she's studying for some law exams. Now, I thought that was quite funny. So I heard about the studying part because I saw the Kardashians there. And then during the day or the next day, I saw that thumbnail and I took a screenshot and I was like, oh, right, did she actually say that? NASA's fake. Oh. Regardless if all of you lot's bodies and look and, bottom implants and breast implants and face and Botox, and we you're all fake anyway. And ladies and men, be careful of what social media is doing to you. Yeah, quick sidebar. Yeah, from the filters, man, there's just so much shit, man. Again, remember Botox. You do know what that means, yeah? I can't remember the word for the bow, but the tox bit is two words put together, and the tox is for toxin. The person that discovered it was a mistake by accident. And I saw some not good stories with some people when that shit goes to areas that it's not supposed to go to. I mean, tanning bed is one thing, or putting tan stuff in your skin. Enjoy your fucking body, what you've got, and just do stuff natural. Work out, eat right, whatever the case may be. Obviously, it's different strokes for different folks. Sometimes with your big bone or not right, you can't shed certain stuff. You can't, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. But, you're not going to be in your meat suit forever. You're borrowing it on this vacation. And again, as I always say, because of the totem pole, you may go up or down or come back here again. So again, you might go down. I mean, I'm not saying animals are lower, but you know what I mean? You might come back as a bird, a fly, or a fish. Who knows? A dog. Yeah? So don't be so latched on and hooked onto what you can see. When what you don't tune into is what allows this shit to thrive and do and be, right? Which you're living in the manifestation of the thought, which in some sense also comes obviously from the Almighty, but obviously you're part and parcel working in tandem of the whole construct. That's why they don't want you to realize your power within it and understand yourself. So you can amplify your goddessness or your godliness as a male or whatever the case may be. It's not because you think, oh, you're a bit, not because you come into realization to a degree that you think, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm above the Almighty. No, dumbass. But just know you're a fractal within that, but they don't want you to, you know what I mean? So yeah, so the fact that she said that, she didn't turn up to blast off. Of course, you had to have that the satanic scumbag Harvey Weinstein's wingman or wingwoman. What's her name again? Oh, Oprah. Yeah, that creature. Oh my god. Now it would have been. I mean, I don't want to be dark, but obviously, it would have been if it was fireworks, so to speak. I'll say it that way. Yeah, just like how you had one of those challengers, turn into fireworks, unfortunately. But then with that situation, what is it? Discovery Challenger with NASA many years back, decades ago. We've covered that as well, by the numbers and stuff after the fact, and we covered obviously because they said. Basically, a lot of the people that they say that died on that Challenger or the Discovery, whatever it was called, they're saying that all of these people are twins. And then you can find these people that work at universities. But hold on, I thought you blew up going to space. So you telling me they all had twins? Oh my God. This is my fucking point, man. I mean, talk about cringe. And then you've got people that will still champion and be like, oh my God, what are you talking about? The moon landing's real. Of course, those people really died on that thing, and that it wasn't. I mean, come on, man. These people love to pull the wool over your eye. Jeez, man. It's like, again, coexisting. Coexisting with Zombieland variants is cringe. You lot are super cringe. You're so easy to be misled. You're so dumb and docile. Subservient, buffoons. By default, I'm on your side. This is just tough love talk. Yeah, much love, but fuck you at the same time. You make life hell for the rest of us. Fuck you, innit? But at the same time, hey, do your thing, put your feet up, relax. Enjoy your stay. Oh. We can't even get simple fucking conversations. You'll get people that will chew your ear off for hours on the phone. Hours on the phone, I'm talking hours on the phone. And normal WhatsApp messages. Yeah? Normal. I'm talking 5 hours. And you're there on the phone respectfully. This is recently. You're there on the phone and big them up. This is not I'm talking in general, but at the same time, know yourself, yeah? And obviously, if you're on a level, well, then be on a level. Reciprocate. Why are you skipping how many of my fucking quick voice notes or long voice notes? Why are you skipping them? I could be asking you something important. It could be to do with coding, your coding stuff, yeah? Coding. Making sites, applications. Could be asking you anything. Why are you skipping my messages? This is going on for weeks. And again, you're not the first one. This is not, you're saying, oh, you and fuck you like that. But at the same time, it's like, okay. So, and it's crazy when you're coming from the angle that you're coming from, when it happens to you time and time again, way before even WhatsApp was a thing, you're noticing stuff or you reflect on stuff from before and you're like, okay, do you know what? Why is this such a thing? Am I more inclined to note this stuff because, again, especially where I'm Gemini and then ruling planet, deals with communication. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, is that why and then, as I always say, and then it makes so much sense when it comes to the tetragrammaton, the old name for God, tetragrammaton, keep up within that word for God, tetragrammaton is grammar. And then in the fucking scripture, it says, let's go down and confuse them with language. Then, of course, we come across this information with the numbers and stuff and how that runs through and, comes in parallel with the casting spells to make people cringy and dumb. And then it all makes sense why you will talk, but nobody's here to receive. And no, as much as I can talk, I'm 50-50. I can listen to. I'm not a talker in that sense. As much as I talk is as much as I listen without talking. So it's not a case of, oh, he's just trying to hear the sound of his voice. My point is, a lot of people, they go on like they want to be a team, but they're not truly a team player. Did I mention music? Again, shout out to JSM. Hope he's having a great day. But that aspect, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't be real and say, just like this person recently. What are you saying? You can't, what are you saying? Your finger broke. What are you saying? You can't do normal SMS? Normal phone call? Well, it's got to be through WhatsApp? Like, what the fuck is that? So this is my point, how social media has brackled up the mind. It's fucking, again, going back to that dumbass Cyber Waffle UK. Cyberboy. He's got 2 channels. You know, the Globbling Globe Grifter. Look at that, what happened. If you're not up to speed, go figure. I'm not going to go through it all, but my point is, look. Here we are in the time of emojis and text talk. You send somebody a simple message, and then rather than respond in the obvious to what I'm talking about, concerning the non-existent motions of your model. All these crazy motions going on, but non-existent. Where is it happening? And all they can come back and say is, be a grown-up. How am I supposed to read what you say with all those emojis in there? It wasn't that many emojis in there. And what I'm talking about is fully concise with clarity. It's not the first time I've used that. I copy and paste it. I've refined that over so many years. And all of you fall short. You either can't reply, or you do that projecting, or you wiggle and worm with the projecting. You sociopathic, narcissistic scum. Now, I'm not on about some of the other individuals that I was slightly talking about, or maybe one of them. They're cool to a degree, but I'm saying, like, what is this? And then dealing with it, it's like, okay, really? As I say, this same scumbag fraud, Globbling Globe Grifter, yeah, he'll go on his channel right now, yeah, and you'll see him. Go on, Cyberboy, BOI, or Cyber Waffle UK. What does he have over his head? You can't see his face. He has something over his head, like some clothing, and then he's got LED eyes, 2 X's over his eyes, LEDs. Like a fucking futuristic cyber emoji. So why are you... So you're moaning at me for using emojis? Oh my God, you lot need a comedy Netflix show stand-up special. And I could be in the audience throwing tin can tomatoes at your fucking head. Fucking idiot. Still can't address the points, you know? Oh, I'm gonna strike his channel though because he used my he didn't take the piss out of my icon. He merely cut it out and did the verses. You can go on my channel right now, and I left one of them up there with a forthcoming live stream. But you can see that what I did with the verses. Then you can see me in there with and then you can see him on the other side. Oh, sorry, I did a replacement because I couldn't use his icon, which is simply the fake moon landing. Because I found the exact one that he used, and all he's done is put a pair of X's over the eyes, and I didn't put no shithead emoji on it or nothing. I didn't take the piss out of it. At the end of the day, you do passive aggressive feisty talk, which means, and because you're online, basically it's an open door for banter. Yeah? By now, we should have, crossed paths on a better way. Whether I've been on a live stream with you, whether you've been over here on a live stream, or just doing videos versus back to each other. Yeah? But because you couldn't take the heat that was coming in the kitchen, you want to bob weave like some fucking agent in the Matrix. These times the haymakers are catching him. Yeah? These times the fucking Hadouken, yeah, when I'm the chi energy and 2 triple dragon and a blood clot hurricane kick, followed by a mid-range sweep and a mid-range punch and a light tap, and back to another triple, quadruple, double dragon. You're getting a haymaker double dragon. What is it? Fucking batty boy, dumbass scumbag, bomber clot. Yeah, that's what you are. You've got no kahunas. You are cringe. Yeah, you are super duper cringe. Again, did you see the post that I put up the other day as well? Did you see the post? After I did that late night stream the other night, did you see the post that I put up since then? Because I couldn't fucking believe it. And it's the first time I've seen them on Raging Tomato, the same place that Zach was on, going against the Rim Job guy, Jim Bob, aka Rim Job, and the cringe panelists over there. And of course, when he went back on to face Andrew Cringy fucking Wilson of the Crucible, or the Cringy Crucible, that's what you should be called now, Andrew, the Cringe Crucible. Yeah. Who was on there? FTFE and McLooney Tune, another pair like the rest that Wiggle and Worm. When I approached them about the non-existent Earth motions, this is about a year and a half ago. What did he say? Again, this is for those that are not up to speed. What did he say in the comments at the time? He said, I live in my mum's basement. Mate, I ain't lived with my mum for over 20 years. Like, are you taking the piss? But obviously, that's just to try and get you bent out of shape, not thinking correctly, trying to have you on some back and forth bullshit typing and, you know what I mean, cussing and some, low watt energy vibrational bollocks. That's what they're on. And as I always say, you can't find them making a video about me. Can you find it? Of course you can't. Because they can't tackle the motions. They can't tackle the other stuff that follows suit with what the fuck I'm talking about. Which objectively goes across the board. This is not me just like, oh my God, well, because what I think. No. This is facts, motherfucker. Yeah? Call me a fax machine. Fucking dickhead. Pendejo. Now, por favor. Sort it fucking out. But we know they won't, right? You can shout, por favor, how much fucking. But anyway, the show what they was on was, what was it? You had the two that were, because I think they were saying, yeah, there may be some or engineering going on, but basically they will go on and say chemtrails isn't a thing. Them times clearly chemtrails is a thing. What are you saying? Chemtrails is okay. And this is my point. You won't find your goblin globe grifter, cyber waffle, cringe cyber boy, or cyber cringe. Yeah, yeah. We'll call him cyber cringe. Yeah, cyber cringe waffler UK, aka the goblin globe grifter. And remember your globe wear clothes that you do, because you're a grifter again. Yeah, call it goblin globe wear, goblin grifter wear. That's what you need to call your merch. You fucking piece of shit cunt. Why is there no videos from you like going against the grain? Not one video. What are you saying? You can't find nothing in this arena that you can make a video. It doesn't have to be about, because you're not with the true earth stuff in that sense. You can't find nothing. Not one thing. And remember, in this arena especially, these cringy bastards with them one another, they're all supposedly scientifically, logical based. What are you saying? Trust the science. And then meanwhile, in the midst of 2020 and beyond, we'll get fucking, the scientists and experts allegedly say, oh, for the first time, we found particles in the air that's causing respiratory issues for young people and old people. In the midst of pokey, stabby in your arm for the C19, give me a fucking break. And they give you, experts say, if you've got long COVID, sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. I mean, you lot are cringe. And that's why I'm being so extra. You are cringe. Right now, I'm just free flowing. I ain't even been back to streaming. I don't care who's there or not. Because nobody ain't never fucking there anyway. How many times I put the link? Oh yeah, join the stream. Nobody's there to join the stream. Long. Not saying you're fucking obligated to, but I mean after, 200, 250 live streams, like really? Can't even count beyond 10. Shout out to those that have. And another fucking scumbag. Earl. You're another fucking pussyhole as well, yeah? You know what I'm talking about. I mentioned it before and around that time. You're another fucking dickhead. Dumbass communications. Dumbass. Again, suck your blood clot, pussy. I'll tell you that to your face. It's not an online thing. Like, don't get it. Same with Cyberboy. Like, let's not get it twisted here. Yeah? Oh my God, he's behind the screen. No. You type of people like Brother Sanchez, you know what I'm talking about. You all got this weird bullshit communication and sometime situation going on. I don't like sometime-ish. And treating people like, oh, they don't exist or fucking, you know what I mean? Like you didn't see or get the message or whatever. Fuck you. You're as bad as those cunts that fucking came along with your nephew situation, yeah? Those fucking idiots. And the rest of these fucking cunts again. Fuck you. All of you. Without you cunts, none of this cringe bollocks would be going on, yeah? Without you. Oh, people. Without you. Oh. You fucking cunts. Fuck you. Oh my God. I can't wait for transition day. That will be the celebration. Jesus Christ. Hopefully it happens when I'm sleeping. Oh, that'll be great. That'll be fantastic. Oh man. It's nothing but, and you know what it's like as well? It's like being on the roller coaster. I'd imagine, or like a children's one, and you might have that steering wheel, but you're not actually steering much. Life's just doing its thing. You know what I mean? And then in the midst of the conditioning of what's going on, it's like, fuck, this is what a waste of time. Like they've got us on the worst waste of time in so many angles of our lives. Beyond cringeworthy. Again, you lot are running on broken software in your consciousness for the most part. Again, I'm nobody special. I'm not saying I'm optimum. I'm not flying around. You know what I mean? Like the end of the first Matrix. That's when I'll be in fucking, yeah? When I'm in certain realms, when you incarnate, I'm not on about dream. I'm not on about astral. Or meditation astral, or when you're, in between places and you're chilling before you, project elsewhere. When you sign that contract and then or however it goes. I'm still thinking if there was one to sign, I don't know why my fucking other bodily part of my, the counterpart of me. Oh, mate, on the spiritual side, why did I sign it? Did I not read the small print? Did I not read the small print? Fuck! Oh, mate, why did I not read the small print before coming back here? Or my first time here? But then I'm thinking, It's too easy to see through. So maybe I've been here before. I don't know. I don't know if I've been there before. But my point is, whatever the case may be, shit, read the small print. Read the small print, people. Jesus Christ. Ah. Fucking cunts. Yeah. Oh my god. Shout out to the universe as always. Oh my god, so much gratitude goes back to you. Infinitely. Let's just take a moment here. And if right now, if you're feeling that good energy, you're resonating like you heard a good song on, when you get that, that feeling you get around you, yeah? Of course, that is part of your Taurus field. And that's why you have on your crown of your head, it spirals out, right? Yeah, it's all Taurus field energy, magnetism, Taurus field, chakras. Let people fool you and be like, oh my God, chakras are evil. You need to turn them off. Like, what are you talking about? Oh my God, don't be open because the evil spirits will come in. All is self, dumbass. Fucking hell. So long. Have you not worked that out yet? Nobody's coming. Rapture is within. There's no Jesus Christ going to come down. There's no UFOs coming with what they give you. They're not going to find nothing out there. It's all bollocks. Woo! Oh, let's put this on another tab. Hold up. Tragic loss. We done Gossip Girl. That was the girl from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, right? We did that recently. Allow me out there. Yeah, we did that. Right, let's put that on another tab. Should I even be bothered to go back to StreamYard right now? Because it's just so dead all the time. I don't even know if I can be able to look right now. I think I'm better off just not looking and just being in my free flow mode. Yeah. As simultaneously, as I say, can speak for myself again. Excuse me again. As much as one can be alleviated to a degree, it's very fucking depressing and mundane here. It's just so long, man. Long. And it would not be possible without you Zombieland variants. Yes, bring stuff, or in your mind's eye and how you want to be, and bring that into your immediate, how you are with your thinking and family and those around you. Do what you can, obviously. Be happy and, love and all of that stuff. But fucking hell, man. Again, ad nauseum. It's excruciating. Again, the psychiatrist, they don't even psychiatrist. Like, what? The psychiatrist don't even... The doctors don't doctor. The people definitely people, though. The people forget that they're human. Once you forget that you're human, borrowing your body, that's it. You're fucked. That's why I say I love humans, don't like people. Humans are great. People, not so much. People are the problem. Ah, dear. Again, this stream's... Do you know what? No, we'll still cut the stream and then we'll do the other one for Katy Perry. But yeah, before we get to that, if you don't know what I'm on about, Lady Gaga Goo Goo, she did a SNL sketch, Saturday Night Live, SNL. She did a satanic SNL sketch. It was the sketch was for somebody's birthday. They're at an eating place. Again, I would show the video, but I'll get a strike on the channel. If I didn't have Goblin Globe Grifter UK, you know, Cyber Cringe, Cyber Cringe Boy or Cyber Cringe Waffler UK, if I didn't get his unnecessary strikes for using an icon, and even YouTube knows that's some bullshit. That's why I've still been streaming. That's why I didn't even get, you know, the full blown type of strike. But it's still 2 strikes. Gonna finish in a couple of weeks. You fucking piece of shit scumbag. You are a scumbag. Like why? And then as I say, before I continue, and the feistiness of what he did. So in all that time, I'm hollering, I'm saying boom, 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 just here and there. Not overly, you know, bombarding this and that. It was just a couple of messages here and there under a video on his community wall post. And imagine what he did, yeah? Imagine what he did. The cheeky bastard, after he gave 2 strikes, he then came under one of my community wall posts and left a comment. Yeah, the cheeky bastard left some, you know, quite a long comment, of which I glazed over, highlight read, and then I just quickly detected with what he was saying, and I could see all his projecting, all his narcissistic, sociopathic, and wiggle and worming. And as I say at the time, I quickly screenshotted it. I deleted it now, but at the time, and I didn't read it all. I only read what I saw at the time, and I just deleted it. And as I say, screenshot. I deleted the screenshot, and I said, "This cheeky bastard." Yeah. Oh, now you wanna? Oh, no, now you wanna come and show your presence over here? You're a scumbag, man. Fuck off, dickhead. But yeah, Lady Gaga, superly duperly satanic with what she did on that. Go and watch it if you haven't watched it, because I'm only gonna show steals when I do show it. So you know, it's a 5-minute video. Just type it in YouTube. Birthday friendlies, yes, all right, friendlies with an S, friendlies, right, birthday friendlies, SNL. You don't really have to write the number 50, and then it should pop up. Put Lady Gaga with it, and it will pop up. Yeah, it's about 5 minutes long. It's a comedy sketch. You've got Keenan and Kel, or one of them in there. I think, I don't know which one is it. Keenan. Kel was the one that liked the orange juice, right? The chubby one's Keenan, if I remember correctly. Whatever fucking one it is, he's fucking in there. Another cringe sellout. They're all these people and all those that allow it to carry on. You're all cringe. You're all sellouts. Again, all these content creators right now, cringe, all in their titles, and Katy Perry kiss on the floor, cringe. And what they're talking about, climate change, cringe. You're fucking cringe. You're more cringe than these jesters holding fort of the castle for the Jesuit order. You lot are cringe beyond cringe. You Zombieland variant cunts. You're cringe. So Gossip Girl's back. Right, let's have a look at Gossip Girl. Well, you know what? Well, we don't even have to finish with the alien stuff, right? This is via the astronomers at the University of Cambridge. Oh, and remember, we had the other astronomer that if you didn't catch the video, go and find the live stream. I'm not sure if I've got the video in StreamYard still. I might play it around the Katy Perry stuff when I get to it. Some of the space shenanigans. But an astronomer, if you didn't know, he thought he saw a close comet. And he said, "Oh, it turns out that it's the Tesla Roadster." He said he thought he saw a comet or an asteroid. Yeah, this alleged astronomer. And then now he says, "Oh no," he realized, and they're saying that it's he said that it's the Tesla Roadster with Starman. Oh my god. And it was all by the numbers. You have to go and watch the stream. I haven't got it engraved in my head to go brrr, and lay it all down quickly. Go and watch the stream. Yeah. And in the title, what did I say? And I'm about to say it now. Again, how do these people gloss over all of this type of stuff? Cyberboy. Looney Tunes. Like, where are their videos about this? FTFE, Craig, Professor Dave, or not, excuse me, cough, cough, not a Professor Dave. Just like Brian Cox is some fucking, I'm sure he used to be in a band. Doesn't mean that you can't have some, be knowledgeable and do other stuff and go into other fields. Obviously, you know what I mean? But these people are all chatting a whole bunch of shit. Bag of buffoonery. Beyond belief. And the joke thing is, with the car situation, I found a news, I don't know if it was around the same time with the bullshit, with the astronomer. I can't remember if it was that, I can't remember if it was that one, or if it was around the time of the Tesla getting sent up, and then you've got this news clip that I showed, right? And the guy is saying, the news anchor, he's saying, the car's not due back until, 2090. So hold up, if it's not due back until 2090, how's this person now in 2025 looking in his telescope? Oh, how did he mess up those calculations, sir? Oh, did it slingshot round and get trajectory and it came back to Earth that quick? Again, quote from Elon, you can tell it's real because it looks so fake. I mean, if that isn't the, the most top tier trolling for this, decade since he said that. What? I can't with these people. That's why, if you don't find the joke within it, I'm telling you, you will be miserable. Just know this is all bullshit to a huge degree. It's all a game, not literally, but yes, it is a game to a degree. The game of life, the Matrix, I mean, it's extraordinary. Oh my god, I haven't even had a puff yet. Let me get 2 fucking tokes in. It's sitting in the ashtray since last night. Let me get 2 tokes. Let's amplify the chuckles. Yeah, I'm telling you, because if you don't get one of your 5 a day, I don't care if you stub your toe. You know what I mean? I don't care if you trip up. I don't care if the joke's on you. Get your chuckles in, yeah? Get your chuckles in, because this is extraordinary. And as I say, don't ever expect people to, change their stance on things, because it is what it is. Everything is everything, you know what I mean? The full spectrum. As I always say, from noticing, again, the oil thing that I say, right? The oil and water and vibrations and frequency and the law and order of nature, everything has its place and knows where to go. Naturally. Yeah? So again, if I've got the oil and water with minerals and different weights and measures, whatever, and I shake it up and come back, everything knows where to go, right? The oil separates, the milk's there, the water's there, metal's there, etc. Yeah? So again, point is, we're in Midgard Earth, aka I call it the salting ground. The shit that goes on here can't go on in higher vibration places. Facts. Yeah, so hopefully when I vibrate and don't have to come back here, hopefully, fingers and toes crossed, fucking hell. There won't be no cyber waffler dumbasses, there won't be no FTFEs, there won't be no, this type of system erect with all of this satanic madness going on. This is why they love this place. When I'm telling you, they're having a whale of a time. Like, if you listen, and that's an understatement. Yeah, the whale of a time these people are having, and the joke is on you. While they have got, infinite people that help their cause, and they don't even realize how much they help their cause. That's why it's so amazing. Did I mention the fairground ride? Yeah. But it doesn't mean that you can't get some control in your own life. You can't get some control around your, your peers, the people around you. You know what I mean? For the betterment of you, not for these scumbags' betterment. And it doesn't mean that there can't be a grand scale partition with those that actually use their brain cells, even remotely, to say, you know what, enough's enough. You know what, I'm getting off in this ride. Yeah. Again, life's doing its thing, right? Remember what I was kind of trying to say before? A little analogy or whatever, or metaphor analogy. Wasn't the best one, but the area of what I'm trying to talk about and say, right? So again, you can easily get off the ride, yeah? Easily, you can get off the ride. You do realize that, yeah? We just need enough people to get off the ride. Again, you don't have to fight fire with fire. You can be water to their fire and ignore. Look how much spanner they put in our works. Just trying to get with our day, send your children to school or just do what you can in life and blah, 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 blah. Look at all the spanners that they keep throwing in our way, man. You're just trying to get on with it. Spanner here, spanner there, spanner there, spanner there. Spanner go, boop, kudup, bap. Lick you on your head side. I mean, there's just spanners. I'm literally ducking down the street as I'm walking. There's fucking spanners. Pull out your phone. Oh shit, there's something new going on. Oh, another spanner. Let me duck. You know what I mean? Another spanner goes flying by. That's all they keep doing. Just to grind you down. Chasing our own tails, bickering, fighting one another. Not communicating with one another. No mediating, no mediation, no nothing. But always ready to fight, tear down people, or do the mistreatment of people. You know what I mean? Like, it's amazing to behold and witness this thing. It's like, okay, you lot are fucking long, man. Again, I'm not here saying I've got all the answers, but I do know how to assess something and cut through. I'll note some bullshit, even if I don't understand all the other or certain aspects of whatever. And I've always been great at that, of just noting a type of bullshit and be able to, okay, the best thing to do to cut through and boom, yeah? And bubble shuffle and go on and say, ooh, you get me? Simply, efficiently. All the other bits that we may or may not need to work out, well, then we can get to that. But if you just take note to just to this. Big part of the guiding in life. I don't think I'll be doing none of this fucking shit. I'm just trying to get on with it. But there's just been something knocking on the door, knocking in my mind, grinding away, saying hello. And I can't help be tuned into that signal that's just ringing out. You know what I mean? Signal ringing like some fucking old school alarm. The bell, the things hitting the bell. Along with the other one. Beep. Along with the other simultaneous. Beep, beep, beep. You know what I mean? All types of alarms. Me saying, you can't hear that? Can you not hear it right now? Can you hear that? If you can't hear that within your soul, metaphorically to what the fuck I mean, don't worry about it. Put your feet up. You're not one of the people that's supposed to, you know what I mean? You're for whatever else nature's got intended for. Doesn't mean that you might not wake up in the next time around. It's different strokes for different folks, but just know there's always going to be, lower realms. You're always going to have something going on there. The next realm, something there. This realm, something here. High vibration, something there. The law and order of nature. So that's what I'm saying. As annoying as it is, I always have to come to terms to say, nothing's going to change. It is like nothing's going to change. Only a neophyte will think that there's going to be some grand change. And it's annoying because it's so obvious to get the change, and witnessing cringe after cringe gone through different times and different phases and agendas and, you know what I mean, cycles. And through all of them is again, you know, I've kind of already said that bit, but what I was gonna say this, I don't want to like go around in circles as such, but even though you still go around in circles, what I'm talking about. But it's just beyond cringe, man. It's so fucking cringe. Cringe. Oh mate. Right, let's quickly look at this over here. I'm still haven't been back to StreamYard, so if you're in there, when I do get back there, let me know if you want a link. If you want to join the stream and have your say, you know, fucking hell, I'm not gonna hold my breath on it though. Yeah, Mr. Freemo, big him up. You know, go on his channel, just gone viral. You might be about, you know what I mean? You're welcome as always. Again, it's not personal. Going back to other things that I'm talking about here. Right, it is interesting how individuals, their stance. Again, I'm not talking about just whoever the case may be, because I've been tracking this thing for a long, long, long time. Again, I've been here now over 4 decades, yeah. And I've been honing in on specific stuff and then noting stuff on the hindsight for the last, especially 15 plus years now. And then in the last 10 years, up until today, learning to articulate with what the fuck I've been noting without realizing I was actually noting a specific thing. Now I'm saying, oh shit, all right, that's why I'm like that. And all right, so I've just been naturally noting and being a stickler for specific details. All right. Now we've got another park situation as well. Girl 16 raped at famous UK park and rushed to hospital with attacker still on the loose. All right, we'll get to that in a moment. Apparently, this was at Primrose Hill Park. Where's Primrose again? Is that near Camden? Oh, it might be near Camden. I'm on the other side of the water. But Camden, what's that going like? North London? What's that now? Regent's Park Road. Happened on 11th of April. Again, 16-year-old girl. Again, of course, you know, hopefully. Well, obviously, I hope it's not a true story. Do you know what I mean? But, you know, it's just so fucked up. Because we know the monkey see, monkey do, and then the stagnation of the mind, and and then why once you assess what's going on, and it doesn't have to be for this type of situation, but just everything as a whole, why everything's the amplification of everything, right? Hence why we show the code with why we show the code, right? And the system erect via they live that's bent the code to their favor. And why it's important to at least have a roadmap with this type of information as we break down the polarization of the days and the life lessons and the person and the names and the situation and where it happened. And of course, sometimes we can do it before the fact. But regardless of that, you know, it's a great tool to have. So, you know, don't let, you know, your cyber buddies, be it Cringy Crucible, Andrew Wilson, you know, these type of characters, you know, don't let them belittle or your cyber waffle or whoever, you know what I mean? Because this is a big, as I always point out, that's a big part of it. What they thrive on, right? That's what I keep saying. These are the type of people, they need to be in isolation, because what they do is their bullshit clone mind, then it gets cloned to somebody else now. That could have been a bright spark, or was on the path to, you know, whatever the case may be. My point is, these people are the problem, yeah? On and offline, cyberbullying, offline bullying. And then again, it's all via the conditioning. And then they're going like their shit don't stink and they're all that. Oh, okay, cool. Fucking hell, man. So yeah, be it a true story. Hopefully, this person gets all the therapy and recovery that and bounce back. Because it's just fucking crazy, man. But as I say, we know they put out bullshit stories as well. We've been tracking them, you know, for the most part. I mean, surely those. I mean, come on, man. All those park ones that I broke down, yeah, with the rape stuff, with the man raping the man. I mean, really? And even if it's not, again, just note the fucking numbers, yeah. Fucking hell. The reason for the season. And quickly, I did shout out decoding. Was it decoding with Cody? Shout out to him. And I did say, yeah, man, take a look at. I don't know, he might do, so I don't want to be hasty, but it's been so many days now, and it's not the first time, But as I say, I'm used to it. I'm used to it, man. I'm used to it. Again, the Kalia situation and the Kali Yuga. Yeah, Kalia Kua or Koa, the little girl in the UK that drowned the other day in the River Thames. And interesting parallels with the Kali Yuga situation. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go figure. Yeah, man, he's had Rambo, Rambo showing face again. It would be great to, and this is my point. It's like, I mean, boy, as I say, man, I'm so used to it now. You're being in an echo chamber that you're not trying to be in. You know what I mean? But destiny and fate, will have it. That's what it is. That's what I'm destined for. So it is what it is. Yeah. That's why I still haven't even been back to the StreamYard yet. Because I am, and I always have been since I've been here. And also as well, and I know it's not always the case, but I was a child that was in a room that was unexpected. Mother didn't terminate me. I have got a brother that died who was older and a younger sister that's still here, and then a stepsister that committed the S word and deleted. But that's stepsister by stepdad, so it's not by blood. Which would be my stepsister's, basically my sister with my stepdad, that would be my stepsister's sister in that sense, right? But obviously it's still, you know what I mean? But yeah, so basically I'm a middle child. And I was an unexpected child. But then I did have weird, yeah, see, you tried to save your mum at the time. Yeah, and look at the treatment you got as well. From that pendejo called Francis. Some guy called Francis, and I knew he was taking the piss, but nobody wanted to see it. You get sidelined from all the family aunties and that. I mean, what a time that was. And then about 4 years later, oh my god, we should have listened to you. Oh my god, look what you did to your mom. I'm like, that was a time, this is, back 20 years plus. That's when I got kicked out, thrown onto the street. Yeah, imagine that. So you're saving, what you can see. And they was together for, only so many months. And I knew what I could see. And everybody was like, oh, you're a fucking crazy person. Don't come and talk to us. You're fucking, you need to have respect to your mom and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, imagine that. Then you get kicked out. You're on the street. Staying awake in the block. Sleeping in your friend's fucking rented car. Waking up, legs are as cold as anything. You can't even walk for an hour because your legs are so fucking cold. But you had your jacket wrapped around you. So the top half is okay and your legs are so fucking cold like fucking a pair of icicles. Oh, thanks. Cheers. Oh my god. Crazy time, man. Crazy. From YMCAs and hostels and, across London, West London, back to South London. Then you're living in Croydon, YMCAs, about 2-3 of them. Then you're working in IKEA. Then your cousin dies from cancer. Fucking hell, man, that's bringing back some memories now. Fuck. And then you still don't even rekindle anything properly for something like 10+ years. Then your brother dies from motorbike crash in Croydon. And then people are still funny with you when you go to certain gatherings because the family get in contact with you. Yeah. Still treated like an outcast. It's crazy. To this day. It's fucking absolutely crazy, man. Then you got the cousin that's my cousin, she can sing so good. So a few of my cousins can sing overwhelmingly ridiculously good. But yeah, my cousin, man, she turned into like a church pastor. Oh man. Yo, oh my god. I ain't even gonna get into that. All I'm gonna say is there's a lot of lost souls. That's all I'm gonna say. Wow. And the treatment. Wow, that I endured. Yo, so that's what I'm saying to you. Then you have the elder son now. What are you saying? Things that have happened, the little things sprinkled around that ain't bad, really. That bad, really? We're all human here. I mean, give me a break. Like, am I gonna hold you to something for life and beyond into the next lives? What are you saying? So because I used with whatever else he wants to chuck in, but because I used the word kid on the phone, don't call me a kid. What? Figure of speech, kiddo. Figure of speech. When was the last time I spoke to him? A couple of years ago. And then before that, how many fucking years? 7+. Yeah, that's how crazy it is. He just turned what? 25? A few days ago. This is how crazy it is. I'm easily approachable, courtesy, manners. Shut up and listen. Oh shit, my bad, I did something wrong there. Oh, boom, 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 boom. Let's work, let's go, work with whatever. So what are you saying? I must be now held up, strung up, and crucified and skinned alive because I called you a kid and whatever else sprinkled around. That ain't nothing. What are you saying? It's not like the other things sprinkled around. What am I? As I said the other day, what am I? A Freddy Krueger? What am I? A pedophile or something? You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? And this is how off-key the world has people. That's all I'm pointing out today. Yeah? Communication is dire. Can't tell you the amount of epiphanies I've had since I've been here in recent, I'm going to say recent times, but I think I'm just here to just get epiphany after epiphany. I think that's all I'm here for, is just take notes and observe. That's all I really need to do. Just take notes and observe. And really and truly keep it to myself. Like, bro, do you think I need to come online? But, there might be that one person in the mind that's that, you know what I mean? That was already on path, or they didn't realize they was going to be on a certain path, and then they come and find rare tear, and then 2-2s. Oh, they're on, you know what I mean? They're firing on certain cylinders. The seed within is starting to bloom. And it's not because they found me. I'm just saying because, hypothetically, it could be anything, in conjunction with so much stuff that you find or come across here and there. And you can find that one specific thing. And then 2-2s, bam. And what kills it is the only thing I wish I could go back in time is with the more matured perception of things that I have now in the last so many years, from especially going on since my brother died, 2013. And then finding this information 2016. Yeah. And it's like nobody gets to bear witness or go through it and grow with it together. Whether it's friend, family, son, mum, you know what I mean? Like this, yeah. So it's like, and that's what I was saying before, and I've said how many times, and you know this by design. And I know it can still happen even if you're around people. But my point, because obviously it's a personal growth and realization. Because you can say so much, but it doesn't mean you can lead the horse to the water, but it don't mean they're gonna drink the water. You know what I mean? So it does make sense though, man. With the Gandhi type of thing. You got your staff in one hand. I got on my Gandhi flip flops, street geek. I'm not naive to the roads type of thing. So call me a street geek. Then I've got my little sack on the other stick or whatever. So I got my staff in one hand. I got on my Gandhi flip flops on my Crocs. Just walking path. You get me? While my head's like a Rubik's cube. If you know that meme, there's a meme when the person goes to like the Buddha, and the Buddha sitting there at the top of the mountain, and his Rubik's cube, his head is a Rubik's cube, but it's all perfectly finished. And then the guy that's gone up the mountain, this is the meme, the guy that's just got up the mountain, his Rubik's cube for his head is, it's all a mess. It's all, not perfect, not complete. So yeah, it makes sense, man. It makes sense to me why the path is what it is for individuals. Like when you come to a certain realization, it all makes sense. Past, present, and future. It all makes sense. Yeah, it all makes sense. And it's crazy because you got all the care and all the love to share, and all the time to mediate, and there's nobody there. There's nobody there. Growing up glitching and and maybe not doing stuff in the best way accordingly, and then you come to realize, oh wow, that was why you had the chip on your shoulder, and for other people as well, because you was running on broken software in your consciousness. Get it? That's the sad reality. So, because it's on broken software, nobody, is doing real introspection and all of that jazz. That's why it's just a shit show. It makes it a cringe fest. Beyond belief. Shit show. Relationship shit, friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, kids. People, person, but then you realize, fuck, society's fucked. So how am I supposed to be in the midst of, like, how does what? How does that work? Then you're all, authentic with your authentic self, but then now you got to be a chameleon and lie and blend in and do it like that's all long. I'm just trying to be like what? Like what? Fucking hell, man. Then all that's, I can do small talk and trivial, but it's like, okay, because of what's happening and been happening and continuing to happen, it's like, man, I can't really do that small talk and trivial nonsense for more than so many sentences. You know what I mean? Because my mind is fixated on, and that's naturally. It's not like I'm, like it's so natural. And it's a need and a necessity. It's not because, I want to be tuned into. No, it's because something's telling me within and beyond myself, what I'm connected to, the stars and the ancestors or whatever it is. It's one thing I always give so much gratitude for. Thank you so much that I'm not, closed-minded. I can, things can be subject to change. Something that you thought was something, or, you know what I mean? And that's why people like Zach, again, man, I hope your daughter has a great time. But you're going to poison the well just because of that. It doesn't mean that you have to be a true earther, but that type of attitude and that sometimes it's attitude. You saying you don't see what we don't get no promo over here? You get promo by default. What you saying? And it's not like we ain't touch base on good levels and argy bargy and whatever levels, but overall, I'm pretty, neutral in the sense of, yeah, I'm always gonna fucking big him up and share some of the work and put people onto XYZ, regardless if Sports got Montreal or there's some other shenanigans going on. You know what I mean? May or may not be, but for the most part, at the end of the day, you can't blame Zach. You can't blame whoever if you didn't win on a sports game. At the end of the day, the sports that's been erected, whether it's football, NHL, this thing, that thing, it already should be burnt to the ground and then re-erected with no satanic madness going on. And no scripted sports, so it's fair. No rigged, no scripted, no worked fights. Get it? So I don't want to hear about, oh my God, it's Patreon, it's got so many houses and cars. Well, if the people fucking like... And again, we know they use it on the stock market and all this pump and dump stuff. And so it's not just sports. They definitely use this information. While they're casting spells, while you're in La La Land. Oh my God, he's Japanese again. He hasn't said anything of substance. Oh my God. Oh my God, he's doing that again. Oh my God, he's gone into a zone. Oh my God. He just likes to hear his own voice. Oh my God, far from it. I hate the sound of my own voice. Hence why I'm always saying, for other people to come up and join the stream. Duh. Oh my God, let me write a comment. He done a spelling mistake. Now everything in the video that I'm not even going to watch, or selective watch and selective hear, or I'm going to write a comment now. Oh, my name's Carbon 911, Carbon Ash. Remember Carbon Ash? Or whoever else like that, right? Turbulent troll scumbag. Again, look at all the dub plates that all check out that we've put out. And that person in particular, he's got a channel because he puts out his stupid little Call of Duty stuff. Carbon Ash 911 like a fool. What? It's a shame, man. It's a shame because we could have a real good, thriving community where everybody's welcoming and people promote everybody. That's why it's a shame people like Jacosi's not properly. I know he's like here, kind of like, once in a blue moon type of thing now. But can you blame him? Can you blame him with what happened? Yeah? Come on. Can you blame him? So again, I'm nobody special, but count yourself lucky. I still, I'm chugging along. Chitty bang bang. But what we do over here, it ain't no shitty bang bang. All right? Yeah. Because I could easily not come online. I was even thinking this the other day. Should I just hide my channels and come back next year? I was thinking that the other day. Yeah, I was like, fuck. Because I've done that before, and then go offline for a while. I was thinking, should I just hide my channels for a while and just come back, next year or later in this year or something, end of the year. Fucking hell, man. Even though these cunts, they will still mine through your channel and pull videos down. They didn't do that at first, YouTube. But then when I hid the channels the last time, I'm getting emails and whatnot. Oh yeah, we've pulled that video down. You won't get a strike for it, but and I'm like, what? My channel's been hidden. Like, what you're still mining, yeah? You lot are scumbags. These times there ain't nothing wrong with the video. I didn't break no TOS terms of service. You lot break terms of service all the time. in all manner of fucking sections, yeah? Whether it's thing going more to pornographic type of stuff. I mean, there's so much stuff, yeah, that it's like, okay, this is my point. You lot need to shut the fuck up. But we know why they do it. They want to grind you down, waste your time, editing videos, re-editing it, saying something a different way, blurring out words, editing out words when you talk, editing out words on the thumbnail. Can we just fucking talk? Like, what the fuck is going on? Can I just write the title how I need to write the title? Just because the word's rape in there, I'm not saying for people to go and do that. I'm talking about a situation. Fucking hell. Can I write the word pedophile? Can I say it? And that's what I keep saying to you. Especially since 2020, because it was happening before, but especially since 2020, that's why the dubplate and the joke, remember Anthony Fauci, yeah? The doctor guy, USA, big part of the C-19 situation, Anthony Fauci. And remember, shout out to Dr. Savage, because when he came with this one, I said, fuck, you smashed it. That's why it's good to look up words and names and the meanings of, because Fauci means jaw and mouth. Did I mention Back to the Future? Was it the second one? You remember you got the Jaws? Was it Jaws 19? I can't remember how it goes. Yeah, was it Jaws 19? Remember that? In Back to the Future 2. All of that we covered already, yeah? Jaws 19. Back to the Future Part 2. And then you've got COVID-19. And again, Anthony Fauci. Look up the word Fauci. Fauci means jaw and mouth. What did they have you covering? Your jaw and your mouth. With your face, yeah? You got on your face stuff, right? Yo, these people are mocking. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. You know, I haven't even had a pool yet. Let me have a blast right now. If you talk to Mary Jane, let's go. 5, I'll give you a chance. 10, 9, 8. For the smokers or the edible eaters, you know what I mean? Or whatever you do. Yeah? If you're dipping rich tea in your blood clot, you get me, your digestive in your hot drink, whatever it is, yeah? 2, 1, and... Oh, yes. Sweet Mary Jane. Oh, yes. Look at the way they treat Mary Jane through the ages as well. These people, they're just scumbags. You're cotton picking niggas. Gets to picking. You know what I mean? Them times hemp does it all. Get a drink. Me wet me palate. Wet my whistle. You know that rhythm there? Hey, I need to hear that now. Hey. It's like a love come down type of rhythm. Love come down. It's that kind of bass. It's basically in that type of bass like the one I play, right? Homesick. And the other song I like, is it Tommy Richmond? $1 Million Baby? That is a tune. It's that retro kind of funky style. But anywho, wet my whistle. You get me? Come here, just say yappa yappa and taka taka and la 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 and wah 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 wah. As we set pace with today's transmission. All right. Right. Yeah, man. Cotton pickers niggas gets to picking. Pick. Whoosh. Get out the fucking, you get me? Get out the strap. Yeah? Let's work them backs. You know what I mean? String you up. I mean, look how wicked this world is. Wicked, you know. All types of slavery. Not just that one for the black people. There's all types of slavery that's going on, even now. You know what I mean? In present day. Right. Let's quickly look at Michelle. Might have to look at some old notes, but let's just see what it says here. So remember, you had the loss of Michelle Trachtenberg, the Buffy the Vampire Slayer girl, and she did, what was it, Gossip Girl? No, we did some breakdowns for that, as I slightly mentioned earlier in today's transmission. Again, today's Thursday, 17th of April, 2025. But yeah, it goes on to say, Michelle's cause of death revealed after Gossip Girl star was found dead by mum in luxury apartment, age 39. Michelle posted selfies in the days before her death that left fans worried for her health, about her health. Did she have like some surgery or some type of thing going on? I don't know if it was a kidney. I don't know. She had something going on, right? Let me quickly scroll down. Again, I am on the Sun, so if you do want to read what I'm looking at, you know what to do. So she was in New York. Give me a moment here. I'm just scrolling. Quickly highlight reading. Hold up here. Hold up. Again, she starred in the 1996 movie Harriet the Spy. I haven't looked into that one. Maybe somebody else has as well. But, you know, wouldn't be surprised if that's connected, obviously. Be sure to check out the community wall posts via Gamantra Effect News 25, of course, Zachary K. Hubbard. He did. I didn't watch all the stream, but the one for Chadwick Boseman, because of course it was Jackie Robinson Day the other day. So be sure to watch that. A recent post I just put up there. Probably one thumbnail scroll, one push. It's not that hard. Just like it's not hard to copy the URL and share the stream or any video, or, you know, download or, you know, cut bits out or whatever else. You know, make a channel or, you know, do something. Like what have you done? Are you cringeworthy? Are you upset because Katy Perry kissed the ground? You calling her cringe? Come, let me assess you real quick. And why you're more cringe than Katy Perry. You are more cringe by far. Anybody that said that about any of them that went up, whether it's fake or not, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? If it is and they went up, I'm just saying again, and if you went up, whether it's free or not, whether you're a bazillionaire, millionaire or not, you said you can't kiss the ground after going in a fucking rocket. Again, whether it's real or not, you know, we'll get to that when I get to the breakdown, because you know we're going to watch some videos. And again, if you haven't watched it, because you're so used to the CGIs and, you know, your bombardment of all the shit that you got on TV and streaming or whatever, or in the movies, and because you're born into the time and you didn't read, you know what I mean? And that's what they bank on as well. Those that are born in this time, they're so used to not realizing stuff that not real, and that's why they'll give you bullshit with SpaceX, NASA, the ISS, yada yada yada. That's why it's so easy for them to have the hordes of Zombieland variants at their beck and call, and it will be on their side that will never go against the grain. So that's why you will always find these people in, you know, doing this type of stuff, or in the comments championing on people like Professor Dave or FTFE and McLooney Tune, or fucking Will Duffy, the pastor. I mean, Will Duffy. Oh, and as I haven't even said in this stream, before we continue with Michelle, I will punch some stuff into the calculator with what they're going to tell us concerning her death and the reveal of what caused it. Again, if you really wanted to do a actual observation and a real test, why the fuck did you not spend a lot less money and simply get everybody on a plane and go west to east, back to west, or south, north, back to south. Duh! You can't do it, can ya? You can't do it. And I'm happy for you to prove me wrong, but why am I yet to see this? We want continuous live stream, and everybody's live streaming from inside the cockpit, all the people on board, the passengers, you know, Jeranism, Witsit, yeah? All of them. You know, you're gonna have the fucking the gyroscope thing there that they use on the plane. You're gonna have the one also. So you're gonna have the one in the cockpit. You're gonna have the one, you know, people that can download. You're gonna have a physical one as well. And we're gonna see if you are level or at any moment are you now upside down. Yeah? Duh! Why have they not done that? Ever. Anytime they talk about circumnavigate, you know, they're on the boat, on the yacht. Again, I can walk around my block in my local area, yeah? Does that mean because I walked around and circumnavigated in a circle, does that mean I went on a sphere, spherically? Fucking idiot. This is beyond crazy. Again, how much was it again? It's between 20,000 up to 40,000 to go to South Pole, Antarctic. So all those people that went, that's a whole heap of, you know, hundreds of thousands of pounds or dollars. When you could have spent how much money cheaper and then use remainder money to get the best instruments so it can detect if you've gone upside down with the gyroscope, the best instruments so you can send up the best camera, the best balloons so you can send up, you know, when you do send up the balloon, you know what I mean? So we can, you know, look at the Earth and go way beyond, if you're lucky, way beyond, you know, 127,000 miles altitude. Because I think that's the highest what we've gone to before the balloon pops and then it comes back down. And when it comes back down, why is it miraculously so close if the Earth is spinning on its axis 1,000 miles an hour? Let's not forget the rest of the motions orbiting the sun 66.6 thousand miles an hour. Well, we're also chasing the sun going 550,000 miles an hour. Why is Felix Baumgartner, you know, the Red Bull jump, why is he still landing just fucking there, you dickhead? Duh! And why is it non-existent when we see anything in space from these cunts, or from a normal cunt like myself that sent up a fucking balloon? So from a normal cunt to these fucking satanic cunts, or the cunts that are championing it, that are helping the satanic cunts like FTFE and fucking whatnot. When they send up SpaceX, or when you look at go on a live stream right now, or they're doing a spacewalk, or without the spacewalk, and you see the arm of the ISS or whatever, you know, you can see the Earth. Where is all the corkscrewing hurtling through the cosmos? Why do I still see the same fucking stars if we're going around the sun and it's 360? Yeah? Remember, each day is a degree. But because they fuck with the dates and all of that stuff and the hour and, you know, they put the clocks forward and add stuff. And again, the only real month is February. 4 seasons and then, of course, 4 weeks, 28 days. Why have we now come and Jimmy Farsos? 30 days, some 31. Yeah? So again, a circle is 360 fucking degrees. Duh! Each day is a degree going around said celestial situation of the sun. Like, am I a fucking cunt? Oh my god, I need psychiatric help. Take my meds. I'm a fucking idiot. Any minute now, they're going to abseil through the window. Hello, hello, hello. You've had too much to think. Yeah, any minute now, because I'm thinking outside. Yeah. Probably the neighbors are going to ring up the housing. I'm going to get a phone call in a minute. Oh, we're just doing a welfare check. Oh, you've had too much to think. Yeah. They're gonna get me. They're gonna get me to blow in the instrument. You know, you get the blow in the instrument if you had too much drink. You've been drink driving. Yeah. They're gonna knock me any minute now, knock on my door, or they're gonna abseil through my window. They're gonna have the blowing device instrument. I'll blow it up. one blow. I'm gonna. I'm way over the limit. I've had too much to think. Let's put the cuffs on him and send him to jail. Yeah. 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 And remember, dumbass, in your model, elliptical orbit states what? Elliptical orbit speed up and slows down. But you can't feel it. So you can't feel it, you can't see it. There's no parallax with the stars. I mean, come on, man. Zach! Make sure you don't spoil Ruby's seed, you fucker. You get me? Why have you not changed your banner? Unless you're a true earther. Because you can't get those time lapse around the North Star Polaris if we're doing all of that. Because the time lapse would be all scribble. It wouldn't be perfect. You know what I mean? Sequential rings. You fucking cunt. And that's why you won't find my name in the title of a video. You won't find my name in No Cyber Waffle UK. You won't find my name. You won't find them. Oh yeah, you know what? Let me join the stream again. I haven't even been back to StreamYard because I'm so used to like who's about. Nobody's about. You know, I'm having a convo with the universe. All right, fuck you lot. You lot are long. Shout out to those that are on frequency though, yeah? Much love to Tribe. You're done though, yeah? And them one another. Big them up. Each and every time. From the front to the left to the right to the in between to the back. Near and far. So again, I must believe that has the word lie in the middle. We spoke about it earlier. And why knowing is so important. Knowledge, same word. K-N-O-W, right? Knowledge. Know. What do you know? And then once you do know, N-O, know, there'll be no more believing in bollocks. But they love you to believe in nonsense because as we've been pointing out, the mind loves to create stories. That's why you dream every night. That's just your body or your other part of yourself on autopilot, ready to jettison you out of here. That's all that's showing you. There's a few other things as well, obviously, but it's just showing you how infinite this shit actually is. Just put two mirrors together. There you go. Yeah? If you want to understand the range of this realm situation here, and how many realms, more than likely, is at infinite to infinite. Infinite. So grasp that. Yeah? We're just in this fucking realm. So I always say, don't get used to your thigh and your two eyes and your 5 fingers or whatever your anatomy is. You might not have that. Or what you know what I mean? How it is here, how the birds are, you know, wildlife, fauna. You might go to a place, their golden ratios are a whole next something. Yeah? So don't get too, you know, oh my meat suit, oh my god. That's what I was talking about. That whole beauty shit and Botoxing and all this stuff and liposuction, tanning, under the lights, putting the fake tan cream stuff on as well. Absolutely crazy. BBLs. You've got even people now want to be taller. I ain't that tall. Do you think they could ever bad up my mind to where I'm going to wake up and be like, right, you know what? I need to get my knees and... I am what I am. If I didn't grow that tall, okay. That's it. Fuck you know, man. But it doesn't mean, going back to the other technical stuff quickly before we carry on with Michelle, it doesn't mean that I wouldn't entertain, if it wasn't as nefarious and crazy it is, and it was for our betterment, all right? It doesn't mean that I wouldn't entertain some cyberpunk stuff. Yeah? It doesn't mean I wouldn't entertain it. Maybe I wouldn't want to be taller, but it don't mean that I wouldn't be like, right, you know what? I want some super eyes. Yeah? I want that shit, you get me? Or you know, the whole, you know, the internet, you know, you could just jack in. You know, without glasses, it is embedded in your shit. Yeah? Without the nefarious stuff, of course. It's all in nature. It's not like you're like it's blaspheming God's creation. Stop driving the car then, idiot. The engine's based on a heart. Stop listening to music. Stop having speakers. Yeah? Speakers is the air. Stop taking selfies or using cameras or looking at pictures. Obviously the camera's the eye. Calm down. We do shit. For obvious reasons. It is what it is. And you look at nature and how you can obviously better stuff. It's not because you think you're better than the Almighty. Well, that's what it should be, right? But we know those cunts though. That's why they want to be little all sorts, right? And invert it. That's why they tell you you're hurtling, corkscrewing and doing all this madness. I know another thing. Said it a million times. At least probably into the tens of thousands. They added corkscrewing through the universe, so chasing the sun, that part of the model for the heliocentric, idiot-centric model, the heliocentric, they added corkscrewing through the cosmos, chasing the sun in the early 2000s. When I was in school, we just orbited the sun. There weren't no corkscrewing, but when it came to my, you know, when I was made aware of this extra stuff after leaving school and whatnot, early 2000s, I didn't think anything of it. I was like, all right, cool, that's amazing. And I remember you had one Asian guy, Satam Nazim, but we know he's one of them. Yeah, one of the agents sent in to distort. Some Asian guy, something like that, Nazim, something like that. He was one of the main ones that came, that he was being thrust forward in the limelight around that time, talking about that corkscrewing stuff, and you know, aligning it up with the DNA spiral and all of that. You know what I mean? With how the DNA looks and saying, yeah, it's a corkscrewing and all this stuff. I was none the wiser. And then when I got wiser, all those years later, damn 10 years or whatever, 8, 9 years, on Facebook, I said, hey, boom, 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 since, you know, coming into the true earth, what did they do? What did he do? Blocked. So again, with all that looking in space, all that going to space, slingshotting around celestial bodies, you know, allegedly, right? Then the alleged bullshit moon landed. We know that didn't happen. So you mean to tell me, with all that looking and going to, and being in space, you only realized that you was corkscrewing, chasing the sun 550,000 miles a fucking hour in the early 2000s? And I can only find that on a animated cartoon GIF, but I can't find it in reality if I go to a fucking space channel right now, live streaming space apparently. And I'm the fucking cunt. You know what? Let me just delete my channels, man, later. Honus. Let me just be gone. And really just stay to my fucking self. Jesus fucking Christ. And don't even open my mouth ever again. Useless instrument. Useless. Yo, as powerful as it is, useless. Absolutely useless. Fuck me. Remember, words create worlds. The pen is mightier than the sword. The old name for God in Hebrew Tetragrammaton, key part grammar. Apparently, God speaks the word into existence. Oh, yeah, in the scripture, it says, let's go down and confuse them with language. Huh. Right. So you're speaking your native tongue to other people that speak the native tongue that you speak, but they still don't compute to what the fuck you're talking about. Only very few in the minus. That's fucking wow. So when you do those assessments, that's what I'm saying. Might as well delete all my channels today. Might as well hide them, delete them. Useless, pointless. But as I say, I'm just doing it for the fun of it and the seriousness simultaneously of it. You know what I mean? For those that may come across it, and for those that care, as few and far between as you are, I know you're out there. I know you are. It's just frustrating, as I keep saying, man. These people just will never band together how you're supposed to band together and fight the fight. And there's been no time, don't wait, man. You know, seconds gone by, hours gone by, days, months, years, decades, centuries. Before you know it, you're not going to be here. I'm not going to be here. You might come back with a slightly white memory or more white memory, you know, some more than others. You know what I mean? That's why you better get acquainted with what and who you are to keep that memory going. Because remember, they like you to be, you know, not have memory, and that's why they want to cut off your ancestral tongue and do what they do. And as somebody pointed out, that, you know, the main next language that's universal is numbers. Computers is what? How computers work again? Yeah, and then just money in general and whatever else, right? Because when you go elsewhere, I'm sure you see the same number. You might talk a different language and have a different what is it called? Like is it the domination with how they do the monies, whether it's pesetas or yen or, you know what I mean? Whatever the domination, the domination is. How do you pronounce that word? Excuse me. Gonna get out of my mind a minute. But you know what I'm saying or trying to say. You know what I mean? But the numbers is still the same numbers. I love that. Yeah. Yeah. I love that fact right there. Them dub plates. Mate. Again, I'm just free flowing as I do anyway, on or offline. With things that come into my mind. Phew. Again, if anybody's there, I still haven't been back to StreamYard. Again, I don't know or expect anybody to be there, so I'll look back. I don't know when. Right, so, right, diabetes. However, the lad, so going back with Misha Trachtenberg, excuse me. Misha, Gossip Girl, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We need some blood clot Buffies and blades to be slaying these fucking blood sucking parasites. Obviously, I mean that metaphorically, not literally. Because yeah, man, they've definitely, you know, sucking energy, bloodshed, and all of that in all forms. And again, I don't like certain type of influencers, obviously. Certain types of goblin globe grifters. I can't remember the other words that have the same ending sound. But my point is, I don't like familiars. Too many motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill. They love it as well. going nowhere while they fucking, anchor down the rest of the fucking masses. So everybody's going nowhere. Oh, thanks. Now nobody's going nowhere because of you cunts. Anchor everybody down. Now all you lot are ice skating uphill, and then some folk are like, okay, can you not see what the fuck is happening here? While I'm not ice skating uphill. Fucking long, bruv. Long. It's so long. It's so funny at the same time, bearing witness to, but it's fucking long. I don't get what's the point with the process. Even though I understand trials and tribulations, and I mean, I'm not trying to grumble because, as I say, right, when we said it before, you've got the tough love or steel sharpens steel type of thing. There's a lot that you can get and glean from what's going on if you start tuning in or are tuned in, right? To help you in Earth School while you're in the university. Yeah, momentarily, yeah, you may think that, but yeah, just welcome it at the end of the day, just welcome it. It's all part of it. But it doesn't mean that there wouldn't be trials and tribulations, as I always say, without the scumbags. They've just done some twisted, distortion, amplified, and fuckery shit. And set up camp with their matrix next to the actual organic matrix. Did I mention Gematria today? Or do we need to get in yoga Gematria lady while she's doing her yoga exercises with the numbers coming out of her Vesica Pisces? Would you tune in then? Fucking hell. I'll surprise you one day. I'll start doing the prompt on I know you got those free sites that make up, AI videos. If somebody does it before me, fantastic. Send me the video. Somebody might have better access or have some stuff already downloaded that they're doing on the computer. I haven't got it all. I'm working very basic here with what I've got. Or do the nothing but a G thing, baby, in relation to Gematria, and of course change the words, get a little paragraph in and a hook. Nothing but a G thing, baby. Doing decodes on the daily. We got the zombie variants call us crazy. One, two, get me? So if somebody wants to make that, that'd be fantastic. That'd be great for an intro song or an outro or both, or do all of that. And you'd always get props for it, But yeah, man, that would be jokes to do that. It's nothing but a G thing, baby. Gematria decodes on the daily. We show it to the zombies, call us crazy. Right, so authorities in New York have said she died from complications due to diabetes. Right. I don't know if that was already covered before or somebody else, because I might not have done that specific bit with the diabetes. Somebody else, Zach or whoever, or Decoding with Cody, or maybe Dr. Savage. Yeah, so the actress is said to have passed away via complications of diabetes. Oh, we got a word here. Diabetes mellitus. Right, let's get that here. Let's get that one. Diabetes mellitus. Mellitus. Oh my god, what's happening with my copy and paste? Hold up. Right, there you go. It was going all over the gaff. Like, why is it spreading everywhere? I just want those two words to get. Sometimes you go to copy and paste and it covers the whole fucking screen. Like, oh, calm down. Shit. You have to get surgical when you move it. You know what I mean? When you touch the bit to cover what you want to get. You know the one there. If you go too extra, or you move it too quick, covers the whole fucking screen. Calm down. Anywho, so she had that type of diabetes mellitus, mellitus, a type of diabetes, again, according to the medical examiner, who cited the lab results. Goes on to say, however, the lab results did not reveal whether Michelle had type 1 or type 2 diabetes. She was found at around 8 a.m. on Friday, the 26th, at a building in Manhattan, of course, New York City, located near Central Park. I'm sure there's a 39 in conjunction with New York as well. Is it New York by itself equals 39? She died at 39, if I remember correctly. Go to the calculator, gematrenator.com. All right. And look for yourself. But I may go there in a minute and punch it in. I will actually, because you know what? Let me fucking get this up here. Let's do it. Let us do it, Matt. All right. Right, hold up here. Where is my date tab? And you know what? Let me quickly check StreamYard. Because I swear, if my mic is on mute, I swear I'm gonna go. All right, cool. And imagine being here 2 hours. I'm just seeing the time right now, right? Being here just 2 hours. Yeah. I've just come back. There's not one comment. And there's nobody here. Anywho, let's quickly check this. Let's quickly have a fucking look. Again, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers. I'm not surprised. Yeah, we'll quickly do Michelle and then I'll have a break and then I'll come back. I don't know, try again maybe around 2 o'clock or something. We might do the stream a couple of times anyway when I actually do the stream. So, oh my god, what's going on here? It's me like a dickhead. Hold up. Alright, so February 26th, we'll quickly punch in these dates and what we got here. Oh, let's quickly get her name back up as well. Michelle. Go back to the old wiki, she might have a middle name. And did this just come out today? Yesterday this came out. She got a middle? Yeah, she has Christine. Waste as well, boy. What a waste. October 11th is her birthday, and she died 26th of Feb. Alright, let's quickly punch some stuff in the calculator and see what we get. When we come back, we're not even hanging around. As soon as I fire up the stream, it's instant into it, yeah? No long thing. Anything else after I've done the main thing, or I cut the stream and then fire up a different stream, or chill out at the end of the decode and stuff. But when I come back, I don't care who's there, not there, in the tailwind or up, front passenger. The cosmos is there anyway with me, so you know. Right. So her birthday, I mean, death day. So this news broke yesterday, 16th of April, 2025. It would help if, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Cheers. So, oh my god, why did I? Oh, for fuck's sake. And then we want. Interesting. Got 121, 1 month, 21 days. Let's quickly punch her name in over here. Oh, let me check her birthday as well from the date, 16th of April, with the breaking news of the story. Um, is it October 11th? Yeah, October 11th. Quickly check that. What about from her last birthday? Alright, let me see what numbers come up here. Not seeing anything immediate. Apart from the 121, 1 month, 21 days, you know, blood sacrifice 121. And she did die on a day with a numerology of 73. You know, sacrifice and ritual sacrifice 73. Alright, let's punch this in the calculator. Oh, come on. Straight instantly. Instantly. Wow. Instantly. I'm sure I just saw 188 on the date duration from her birthday last year to the latest news with the update with the condition of the health of why she died. Let me quickly punch that in again because stupid tab resetted itself. Pendejo. October 11th. 11th October. Yeah, 188 days. 188 days from Michelle Trachtenberg's from her birthday last year to the update of the news. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. You know, 188 days. Wow. Michelle Trachtenberg equals 188. English ordinal. M the 13th again. You know, A's 1 up to Z's 26. English ordinal. M the 13th, I the 9th, C the 3rd, H the 8th, E the 5th, L the 12th, L the 12th, E the 5th, and so forth. You spell out her first and last name, 188. Yeah? What does it mean, man? What does it matter, man, to my daily life, man? You fucking idiot. You're a stupid cunt, ain't ya? Fucking hell. You need your fucking medication, you do. He's a real fucking crackpot. Because I'm so clever, I'm so smart. Ooh! Her last name, Trachtenberg, equals 121. Her last name. I have to do it. I have to do it. Where's the StreamYard? I have to do it. Her last name. I have to quickly play this on the screen real quick. I have to do it. Yeah? Wow. So we've got the 121 from her death day to the update of the news for Michelle. 1 month, 21 days. Our last name equals 121. Blood sacrifice equals 121. And then from her birthday last year, we've got the 188 days. And her first and last name equals 188. I mean, come on. Fuck's sake. I mean, really? Wow. Right. We ain't even put in the diabetes type yet. Don't worry, let's do her full name first. Come on. '62nd Prime is 293. Sacrifice 62 and Faustin Bargain 62, right? Ooh! Hello! Hold up! Hold up! From her death day. Did I not see a 49? Watch. Yep. 49 days from when she dies, February, to this update, 16th of April, about why she died, or how she died, whatever. And you've got 490, drop the 0 with her full name, Michelle Christine Trattenberg. 49, drop the 0, 49. You've got 49 days. I mean, come on, man. Come on. And that's the alternative span from the 1 month, 21 days that we just spoke about, yeah? I mean, what are the odds? Is it all organic? Am I pulling numbers out of my backside? Regardless if they're organic or not, is there not something to this that should be noted and documented? Wow. Wow. I mean, wow. That's a dub. That is a dub play right there. Holy shit. Let me get a screenshot of that. Again, probably do a designated breakdown for this later. Visual breakdown as well, because there's not much to record that I would have to record with the slides, so it would take me like 2 seconds. Let me just get a screenshot of oh, do you know what? I'll do it after. I'll remember to do it. Right. Fuck. Oh, it's alright, we're at the end of it now anyway. Of that particular bit. With the breakdown. Excuse me, my finger bloody dropped down and it hit the rumble tab on the Gemuntrinator. I was like, oh my god, for fuck's sake. But I did screenshot what I had, so it's all good. But yeah, we're at the end of that now. Well, almost there, because we need to do the diabetes bit, right? So let's check diabetes in the name of it. Am I seeing that? Am I actually seeing that? Really? Hold on, let me get that again. Hold up. Am I really seeing that? Hold up. You know when I'm metaphorically pinching my skin, yeah? I'm like, okay. Am I really seeing that? Hold up, did I? Hold up here. What was it? October 11th, yeah? Oh, I didn't. It was just there, but it's not. Okay, no worries. All right, let's quickly punch that in anyway. Right, so that was diabetes with the name of the thing. She died at age 39. Mellitus equals 39. Give me a fucking break. And New York, she died in New York. Yeah, 39. Same cipher. Hold up. Yeah, same cipher, 39. You've also got a treble 1 in there as well. English ordinal, for those up to speed, with the, what is it, times by 6 in Sumerian. Basically, treble 1, anytime that pops up. Or in reverse, ordinal. Basically, the Sumerian cipher, whether it's forward or backwards, We already know that equals treble six. Yeah, because of the times by 6. Wow, that's a dub plate right there. So New York and mellitus, a type of diabetes, equals 39 like New York. She dies at 39. Let me get a screenshot of that shit. Fucking hell. Wow. That is a dub plate. Mm-mm-mm. Let me just triple check. Because, wow. Uh, 26. Yep, shit. Fuck's sake, hold up. In the date section here. Messed it all up. Right, so we want that. And then we want with her birthday, October 11th. What do we get? Which I would have covered before this particular part, when the situation first broke in the news for the young lady. 139 days from her birthday last year to when she dies this year. Freemasonry 139, and remember murder 34. I'm sure I would have covered this obviously from before, but just saying it quickly. And February 26, it leaves 308 days of the year. Murder 38, found dead. She was found dead. Found dead equals 38. Again, words like collapse, deletes, destroy, etc., cancel, whatever. You get 38s and 83s. Again, murder 38, 83. Death 38. And again, murder 34. The 34th prime 139. And it's 139 days. She died after her birthday, or her last birthday. Right. Let's check another tab. What else did I have here? I think it was just Misha. We looked at that. Do you know, I can't remember to look at the Primrose Hill situation. I'm going to have a break. Back. Whether you're there or not, we're going straight into it with the videos that we've got there and the visual decode that we've got there for Katy Perry and Lady Gaga with her satanic SNL skit, comedy skit, whatever. And of course, we'll continue the question: who's really cringy? Like, who's cringe? Yeah. So again, is there. If you want me to live stream instantly, because you're going to be there, I will fire up the live stream. Type it in the comments right now. Just press 1 if you want me to. Yeah, I will close this one and I will go straight into that. Otherwise, I will chill out for a couple of hours and then I'll come back. And we've got 2 people here. Would you like me to do the videos and the video decode for Lady Gaga SNL skit and how it connects to Katy Perry? Shall I fire up the next stream now or shall I wait? And when I come back, I'm not going to be waiting around no 10 minutes. There's not going to be no intro music and none of that. It's instant. And I don't care who's there or not. All right. So you let me know. All right. Seems to like to watch from the bushes. So I'll see you in a couple of hours. Wholeness.